Hola, Cultuneros. Welcome back to Atleti Fanatics and welcome back to the sort of happy days, I would say. I mean, like almost a happy day. It's just that the Barris injury kind of like messed it up a little bit. But other than that, like, what a perfect day, guys. Like, I didn't expect this. I'm for sure Fran didn't expect this. I know this. I mean, like he was saying he would have predicted a defeat in this game. Saint Kicks wouldn't have predicted this 5-0 game, especially away from home as well. This is the best football Atleti has played in years. And I was just talking to Saint Kicks, and I was talking to him like the last time we played this good was against Espanyol, but again the result in Espanyol was something else. And I think this is a game which I can correlate with the game against Rayo Vallecano, where we won 6-7 by 6-7 goals, where everyone has it having fun, and yeah, there you go. And proper football. But now the question would be is like, can Atleti maintain it? That's the main question, because again, we qualified for the semifinals of Copa del Rey 3 years in a row. This is the third time. I mean, third time's a charm. That people say. I hope it goes, and maybe Lookman can help us. Go beyond that finish line where we can win the trophy. And what a debut by Lookman as well. But again, I think last season we got knocked out by Barcelona in the semifinals, and the season before that it was the Athletic Bilbao. So again, now we have Ademola Lookman, which again, what a debut from him. I mean, it didn't really feel like like someone is playing for the first time in this team. Like the connection Lookman had with Baina, with Ruggieri, with even Griezmann as well, it felt so natural. Like he was playing with us throughout the season. And seriously, I have this one question, by the way. Who the fuck approved Nico Gonzalez signing over Lookman in the summer? Like seriously, I have released the files. Like seriously, who was it who did approve Lookman signing in the summer? Like seriously,
Thank you.
like how
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
like how can you mess this up? Like seriously, Atleti has a dribbler, someone who can go 1v1 with the players at a very good speed, who can literally turn body feints so good. And again, the goal he scored, like again he drops, I think it was Rebal, or maybe I forgot who was it. Never mind, he drops him on the pitch, and then I thought like he messed it up, but still he scores that goal perfect, with perfect finishing as well. And for me, Lookman should have had a hat trick in this game. He missed the first two chances as well, which obviously is gonna get ignored right now. But I think he should have scored a hat trick in this game. But other than that, a goal and assist, perfect. A different formation from Atleti as well, more like a 4-3-3, which we're gonna talk about in detail in this review. But I would just say initial thoughts, guys.
Okay, so I mean, this is the what happens when everything is in place, because everything was in place. Baena was playing deeper in midfield. You had Lookman in the half spaces. Hancko wasn't holding with. He was playing as a center back. So everything was in place and everything worked perfectly. And to be honest, I don't think it's a different formation. For me, it's the same formation because we have been playing 2-3-5 in possession for quite few games now, but the roles have been different. So that's what we celebrate, that the players are playing in their favorite positions, and that's what will lead us to success because we have a very, very good set of players. And if they play where they are comfortable, we're going to be winning 5-0 often. Let's hope. But no, I am the happiest for Baena playing in midfield. He was playing super deep, was playing excellently. He started a couple of transitions to Lookman that were incredible, or not exactly transitions, but passes into space. So and Lookman, uh, he saved my life. That dude, and you see him dribbling super agile, uh, super powerful as well. Like his 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 body is amazing. He's super fast. well, he just could have scored more goals, but doesn't matter. He was literally subbed off, and the stadium, the Betis fans applauded him. So anyway, super happy. Using kicks.
Yeah, great game. I feel a lot of these similar things where you're talking about, for instance, the roles. We talked about it in the preview. We were saying, hopefully, I think near the end of the episode, we were talking about hopefully with Lookman being able to be in that role that Bayern was against Levante, where he is that touchline, or not touchline, but 1v1 winger that causes that unrest for the team. And then you have Bayern in his preferred position. You have Ruggieri in his preferred position. And you can kind of have these situations. Ruggieri, by the way, fantastic game for him.
Yeah.
Really, really good game. I think it's his first assist for Atleti, or is that his second assist?
Let me check.
But anyway,
it's the second. I think it's the second assist.
I think it's the
He has
second.
given us- yeah.
Second.
But it doesn't matter. I think it's more what's more important is the fact that I think every part of the team was cohesive. Where I think for the past 2 months, really, even when we were getting good results, it didn't really feel like we could replicate them guaranteed. Some games you could get we got a moment of magic with Almada in the Mallorca game, but then we played the exact same way against Levante, nothing looked even close to scoring. And so it comes down to a matter of how you decide to play the players, where you decide to play the players. All of these subs that came on, by the way, also had a really good game, comfortable at every single point in the game. Mendoza had a really good debut. Vargas had a nice debut. Almada came on, scored a goal. Deservedly, mind you, he had a really good time right off the bench as well.
Even Molina wasn't bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, even Molina had a good game. Molina got to be in his preferred position as well, where he gets to just attack space on that right-hand side. And he doesn't have as much defensive responsibility because Pubil, Jimenez, Mendoza all covering his spot. So he can just run as much as he wants and has a good, So I think it shows that, is it as simple as just Lookman coming, fixes everything? No, but it does. A large part of it is like that. Like at least like 60% of the issues that we had before in terms of the game plan. We needed a runner. We needed somebody who's really good at link up. We needed somebody who is good at 1v1s, all those other things. Nico wasn't that. Julian wasn't that. Bayana wasn't that. All three of those players can do at least some parts of these things, but not all of the things at the same time, which is what Simeone wanted, which is what he was getting in from Lino 2 seasons ago. What he was getting from Carrasco when we won the league. It's like, it's clear this is part of his game plan, and this is what we got out of the game. So really happy. I can't wait to break down the actual tactics of it. There's a lot that went really, really well today. So yeah.
So yeah, before guys, we go and like break it down one by one. So just like and subscribe. And again, if you're on the channel for the first time, hit the subscribe button. And again, if you're like a frequent viewer, just share this video with your friends, especially with those Real Madrid and Barcelona friends who say Atleti play haram football. I mean, this is a perfect match to show them, what Atleti is now, by the way. But anyway, and if you're a Nigerian and watching us for the first time, thank you so much, guys. Literally, thank you so much for giving us Ademola Lookman. But anyway, without any further delay, let's go. Also, before I go on, just a quick stats I just want to say about this. So Ademola Lookman is the first player in Atletico de Madrid history in a Copa del Rey game against a starter who has scored a goal and an assist since I think it's under Simeone era, since 13-14 season, the first Atleti player. And the second one we have is we have recorded our biggest ever away win in the Copa del Rey against a La Liga opponent. Again, against a La Liga opponent. And then this is Real Betis' second biggest defeat at home. And the last biggest defeat at home was in 1959 by Barcelona. So that's a very, very long years, I want to say. Anyway, moving on, let's just have a quick look to the stats of this
To be
game.
fair, just one second. To be fair to Betis, they had like 8 or so injuries, like first team player injuries. So I do feel a little bad for them.
I mean, we had 3 players out as well. Cardoso sold out Julian Alvarez.
True. So, well,
we said it in the preview. They had a lot of injuries.
True. I think like if Isco was there, Lo Celso was there, might be the game could have been different for sure.
Cucho
Lo,
Hernandez
Cel-
as well.
Lo Celso
Yeah.
is mid.
No, I
Cucho,
mean Lo
yes.
Celso is
He's
good.
good against a low
Good
block
still.
where he can, and we have done a low block multiple times this season against Betis. Well, the last time we played against Betis, and it was very dangerous for us because of
But I
that
think
same
the
situation.
main guy would have been Isco for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
That's
for
I'll
sure.
where I'll give you, yeah. Like Isco was definitely a big miss. But anyway, guys, just look at the stats over here. I mean, this is just so different. We have ball possession of almost 60% away from home. 60%. Atletico de Madrid away from home. 60% ball possession. Wow. And then the second thing, look at the XG. 2.85, and we scored 5 goals from 2.85 XG. It used to be the reverse, by the way. XG used to be high, and like our goals were like 1 or 0. And just look how it changes. Next, again, 12 shots, 6 on target, and 5 goals from 6 shots on target. Again, precision is there. Big chances, 5. We scored all 5. And then we missed 2 as well from Lookman, by the way. It could have been 7 goals, but it's okay.
I
Uh,
mean, that's not really how. Well, it's fine.
but anyway, even the set pieces looked good, by the way, today. We scored from a corner from Hancko. Again, I think that was Arca's fault, to be honest. But yeah, we scored from a corner. And then the second one was a free kick, which again, which created the Lookman chance. But anyway, everything was perfect. Defense, look at that. Tackles, interceptions, all on point. And then duels as well. We almost 54% of the ground duels. And then, wow, okay, Betis have won more aerial duels. But again, I don't really care about that right now. But it was perfect, to be honest. Perfect. Everything just fell into the plan. And I really want to say this, like, just I think Lookman was that final missing piece in this team, which maybe now have made the team complete. Because again, like we tried the same formation, by the way, with Nico Gonzalez, and we know how horrific Atleti were with the same formation while Nico Gonzalez was playing in the same role Lookman is playing. So again, you can see that difference is literally day and night. But I really want to talk about the first half. So again, the way we set up, again, some were questioning about like why Julian Alvarez is not starting. By the way, I'll just let you know, guys. Julian Alvarez was sick due to illness. He didn't start the game. Otherwise, Julian Alvarez would have started this game for sure. And again, with this formation and with this lineup, with the set of players we have right now, I also don't see Sorloth getting into the starting lineup if we stick to this formation.
We did it,
And
friend. We did it. We go reach convince.
Well,
but again, that's like we're going to talk about it as we move forward. But this is what I'm seeing. Like I don't see Sorloth starting with this formation. He doesn't really have a chance, to be honest. Even Nico Gonzalez doesn't have a chance. Thiago Almada can be good in place of Baina, again coming on in the second half as well. So again, somehow we sort of get the role of Thiago Almada as well. But anyway, the first half. Let's start with the lineup. What do you guys think about the lineup? Did you guys have any problem with it or any tweaks you like to make with the lineup?
My only initial concerns were the Griezmann for Julian, but that was again because of the sickness, but I didn't know at the time. And then I was thinking, oh, well, shucks, Cardoso's out. I really wanted to see Cardoso here. But I think Koke would have. It ended up making sense, much more sense to have Koke because Koke is a player who, in these situations where you're being heavily associated, it's better to have a better passer in this situation. You can kind of deal with the negatives off the ball with Koke because of how good he is in passing when everybody is on this level. So probably for the best. Not really too much complaints. I think everybody also played really. I didn't really have anything besides those two complaints from the starting lineup. Everything else looked good.
I did have a little concern as to who was going to play center forward. I didn't want Lookman to be the lone striker, and yeah, just that. But it ended up being sort of Griezmann as a false nine. It was not super symmetric. It wasn't a clear 4-3-3, but the closest thing it was a 4-3-3 with Lookman on the left, Griezmann as a false nine, and Giuliano on the right. So that was nice. It worked pretty well, but that was my only concern. The rest, I was pretty happy with it.
True. I mean, like, I really like the way, like, like we set up the team. Like, for me, like, if I had any problems with this lineup, like Kick said, like, Johnny Cardoso for Kuke. But again, like, I really want to talk about Johnny Cardoso as well. Like, this season, Johnny Cardoso is, I don't know what's like wrong with him, to be honest. Like, he can't really have a good run of games, like just to get that, like, just to settle in the team. He can't really have that. And with the injuries happening after every 5 matches, it's not really helping him. And really, really hope he comes back quickly and again can have like a set of games, like at least 10, 15 games in a row. I mean, that's how he can settle with us. Otherwise, this would be again, Johnny Cardoso would turn out to be another Jimenez situation right now, which we don't want.
I mean,
But
it's not really his fault, is it? I mean,
No,
I mean, it's
what's
unlucky.
the
Yeah, for
balance?
sure. It's unlucky, but again, like it frustrates the fans.
and
Like if you're spending.
he never had a big injury record. I mean, he had some injuries here and there, but never missed this many games.
No. I talked about it with Alex in the summer. I said, when you look at Almada and Baena and Johnny, Almada and Baena have a very good injury record, and they're all around the same age, roughly. But Johnny, who is, I think, a year younger than both of them, has a much worse injury record than both. I think at least 2 times as much as both of them coming into the season. He had some ankle injuries in Betis. I think he had a few niggles and pains in the, I think it's International in Brazil, or am I mixing
No,
that
in
up?
United, he plays for United States.
No, in Brazil, when he was in
In
Brazil.
Brazil,
No,
in
he's talking about
Brazil,
international.
Yeah.
international, not international. No,
Yeah,
yes,
sorry.
international. No, in
Yeah.
international, he had.
I didn't even realize that could be a mix up there. That my bad.
No, in international, he had 12 injury, 12 games missed
Yeah,
due
so
to injury.
small things, right? Like what you would expect from a younger player. But it's like, as a player, he always kind of looked like he was just kind of not 100% always going to be there available. And we knew that coming into it, especially but we didn't really get him early enough to get him to conform with the training plan. I think I was talking to somebody who does a lot of these like physiological and these other things, but he was saying, when it comes to football and stuff, when you change from a different team, you can end up getting a lot of these injuries because of how intense some teams work out. Like if you look at Bayern, for instance, Bayern has a really fit squad at times, and then other times when they do a lot of transfers, players are just out for a long period of time because they're not accustomed to their body working like that. I think that was the same thing that we got to see in the season where Almada, Baena, and Johnny all were injured at the start of the season for prolonged periods of time. So I think that's part of it. I think if they had maybe a little bit more time to accumulate into it, they had like 3 weeks versus normally, which is about 6-7 weeks or so for preseason. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. I'm being serious.
No, but wait, to be honest, it also works the other way around at times. Like maybe a player has a lot of injuries in a team because of how the team train. It doesn't fit his body, and then he changes team, and the training is different, and it fits him better.
Can
could
be that
be.
as well. Can be that as well. But
the hopes is what we saw today from Mendoza, from Vargas, is that should Johnny come back from his small discomfort, maybe he'll be available this weekend. That he'll be able to get rotated fairly frequently, and he won't have to play through all of this. And with time, he'll be able to do full 90s more comfortably throughout the season. That's the idea, anyway. That's all I would say about it.
I feel like Mendoza and Obed Vargas will be a blessing for Barrios, because I feel like Barrios has been a bit injured for a couple of games now. Like I feel like this is he isn't all of a sudden getting injured. For me, he has been playing through some kind of pain.
Yeah, I mean, like especially like against Levante, like like he got taken off.
He got taken
in the
off
second half
against Levante and Bodo. So
I don't think that was a mistake. I think in retrospect, at the time, we were a little upset because we were trying to win the games and all these other things. But like looking at it now, clearly he was not 100% in those games, and you probably didn't really want to have him play the entire 90. Had we
Yeah.
had a situation where we had Mendoza or Vargas in those games, we would have been much more comfortable to take off barriers. Where no, we can still play at a relatively decent level without having to lose the quality. Props to Alamani. This has been a masterclass for at least for this game. We get to see all of his signings have played really well today. So
True. But anyway, like so,
yes,
we were
sorry,
just talking about the starting lineup. By the way, it's been
my
20
bad.
minutes, and like we're just at the lineup right now. But anyway, moving on. Like let's just start with the first half. So again, we started with like I'm saying, with like a 4-3-3. So I'll basically tell you guys like what exactly was the shape. So it was basically like Lookman was staying up, Griezmann, like Fran said, more like a first line. Okay, who put Johnny Cardos over here? Wait, let me put Koke. Yeah, and then Baina was dropping in this position with Ruggeri. Like I think we talked about this in the preview as well. Like where Fran mentioned like Ruggeri, we can hold with Ruggeri, and then Koke was dropping deep over here, and then Baina was playing over here. So more like a 4-3-3 kind of situation. So this is our setup was in attack. Koke was a little bit deep, like in between Hanchko and Pupil. And also Simeone was going up with Lorente also going up. Or if you want to call it like a 3-5-2 as well, you can call that as well. So again, we almost had the same formation with Nico Gonzalez, like I said, which was going utter rubbish, by the way, because Nico Gonzalez was all over the place. And now with Lookman up front, it's totally different. Like Baina, again, one of the best games we've seen from Baina. Again, the last time he played that good was against Real Betis only, which was away from home. So again, a great game by Baina as well. So again, like I said, in this formation, if we play like this, let's say we put Julian Alvarez instead of Griezmann, this team, I think we can take on any team. To be honest, I'm confident with this team. And like I said, I don't see Sordloth getting into this team at all.
But
This is
one, oh
sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead, my friend.
no, that one thing we said in the transfer window episode that we did at the end of the window is we said, okay, so now that we didn't sign a striker and we had Lookman and we have midfielders, maybe we can move some things around and make Julian the starting striker and Sorloth the backup. We said it in that episode, and I feel like today we collectively agree and make it unanimous that that should be what is happening. And Sorloth, maybe second half impact,
True, but
So
like
you go on.
we needed that piece, right? Like we need that
Mm.
piece where like it fits everything, where everything like just works. Because again, with just one player, everyone starts playing like prime, like they're in their primes. Like
Hmm.
like
But
I'm
but
watching tweets from Barca fans. Like, is this Atleti? Like they're playing more tiki taka than us.
yeah, and like this is okay. So a few things. I still 100. I still feel like Alex is right in the sense that we can't not have Solot or Solot profile of somebody who's very tall and capable in our back in our front line because there are games, especially this one, we didn't win as many aerial duels as Betis did today, and yet we still dominated. But that doesn't mean that there are games where you wouldn't want to have the ability to score from a header or score from these other things. I don't necessarily think Scholes is the best header of a ball, but he has scored like 5 this season, so we take what we get. But I view this game more so as a sort of like this is back to what we saw at the start of the season, as you mentioned, with the Espanyol and the Rayo game, where we get to see the Cholismo 2.0, but without the negative aspects of the defense. We got to see what Pubil and Hanchko, even though Pubil had a few small mistakes, he is still 22, but what we got to see was a really solid backline and also a very, very cohesive backline in going forward. Pubil's passing going forward, Hanko's runs going forward, Ruggeri's runs going forward, cutting out the crosses. Same thing for Llorente. So, and when Hanko's out of position, Koke is falling back into place, or Ruggeri is taking over for him. These things are ideal to me going forward. Everything that went wrong with the Espanyol game was we didn't finish enough of our chances, and defensively we were just not comfortable with each other, and it didn't work out. This game, if we played Espanyol in that same game with this same lineup, we'd dominate them. It would be easy to me. So, and that's nice. I think this is almost like a Kvara to PSG situation that happened last year.
Wait, so I also agree and never not agreed that we need a big man up top, and what a big man up top can do. But for me, what we're thinking that we need from Sorloth is sort of the idea of Sorloth, because
Yeah.
in practice, sometimes he doesn't do the things that a big man could do, But what I was going to say, yeah, Pubil. Yes, Pubil, okay, wasn't the best, but some situations where he was under pressure, he solved them perfectly. I remember some in the build-up, some orientation stuff we saw from him was incredible. But yeah, just that.
Alex, your thoughts?
No, I definitely agree. Like I think like with Pupil and Hashko as center back, we've definitely improved our defense line for sure. Like we were playing with Raul Nomad and Longley, so obviously that's like a big upgrade over here. And yes, like Pupil had a few. I think the first one was again. I don't know, like maybe he mistouched the ball. Maybe I think there was like water on the field. Ball just I don't know skid away from him. I have no idea what happened with him, but
He
I think
full tripped.
yeah, that was the moment like where Pupil did a mistake for sure. But again, like Fan said, like like with Pupil, like the way he handled Osiman, I think again we feel like even I like feel confident about Pupil. And with David Hanshko for me, like it was either Lookman or David Hanshko for the man of the match today. So
Hancko for me.
like a perfect game from David Hanshko as well. But anyway, let's talk about the first half. So again,
I do hope people realize this is exactly what I was saying. I like Hanchko at the centre back.
He was incredible.
yeah,
Even in
fine. I'll send you your flowers for sure. I mean, this is why because Ruggieri had a very good game today. That's the
When
reason
things
why I
work
think
out,
Hanshko really worked.
yeah, when things work out, that Hanchko, Ruggieri, Baena, Lookman, left hand side,
yeah, really good.
perfect. Chef's kiss.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
but
Makes sense.
Hancko in defense, he stopped some attacks from Betis. Was incredible, and the one that Chimi receives in the
Jimmy
box with a
Avia
lot
one.
of space.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where he leaves Anthony in the ground, and he was really good, Hancko, really good. And wait, did he create a chance? Yeah, he created two chances as well.
He almost got the second goal as well, where I think he went very ahead as well. I think it was, I don't know, Lukman playing the ball to him or it was Baina playing the ball to him. Baina created many chances today, by the way. We saw the Baina of Villarreal today, by the way. And again, you guys can see, like, if played to his best position, what Baina can be. And even Thiago Almada, I think, can excel in that position, same position where you see Baina right now. But anyway, talking about the first half, again, I'll be very quick with this one. So the first 5 minutes, it was a bit shaky up there with a very good shot from outside the box, and it took 6 minutes for Lookman to get his first touch on the ball. 6 minutes. So it was a very slow start for sure from Atleti. But after he got his first touch again, it was all Atleti after that until we scored. I guess at least the two goals for sure. I mean, Lookman had two chances in between as well, but again, it's totally fine. But anyway, I don't know if you guys saw the image where, where the camera showed the Atleti fans. Atleti fans were showing the middle finger. I don't know to the police or to someone. Did you guys see that?
I didn't get to see that.
No, I didn't. So I didn't see
You
that.
didn't see? No, I saw it. Like they were showing the middle finger to the police. But anyway, what do you guys make of the first goal? Cookie taking corners, by the way.
I
And this
think,
time again, I just want to add this one more thing as well. We're
yeah.
taking, we took the corner like from, let's say, the left one with the right footer, the right one with the left footer, like inside corners. Before that, we were going with outside corners, like
I
opposite.
I think this is fine. I think if you look at it's similar in a way to what we see a lot from Arsenal this season in the Premier League. They do a lot of in swingers, as you said, right? But not just that. In that build up, you saw Lookman kind of press Adrian just before the corner goes off. Adrian is a little off kilter. He pushes Lookman away, tries to get into the proper position. Hancko already takes a shot. And by that time, Adrian can't react properly to the header that's going into the goal. So I think it's a good starting place for where the set pieces are. it means that, for, at least to some degree, we worked on it a little bit, because I don't think Lookman just saw that and was just like, yeah, this is where I need to be. I mean, if he did, then props to him. But I think that means that at least some level, coaching wise, we're trying to improve on what is probably one of our weaker points in the game. But we were good throughout the game in terms of these set pieces too. So really nice.
True, true. Today we had like good set pieces as well.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think like Lukman was playing much more on the wider side with Ruggieri, and Baina was just like holding back like outside the box, and then Griezmann was the one, a lone striker in the box. So
Mm-hmm.
again, in that regard as well, I think this game plan kind of works because Lukman shifts to the left hand side, and that again the left hand side the without Nico Gonzalez and without Baina, on that side as well. Baina is a great player for sure, but he's not in that your 1v1 player like who can beat defenders 1v1. And same with Thiago Almada. So again, just the upgrade on that position is very huge. You can see the massive difference. So
Mm-hmm.
that Lookman, Ruggieri, Baina on the left hand side was one of the best gameplay I've seen this season on the left hand side from Atleti.
I think the
So I
best.
hope
I think this is the best La Liga game I've seen thus far this season. Well, not La Liga, but Spanish
Copa del
teams
Rey.
I've seen.
True.
Yeah.
So again, I think Lookman also improves us in that regards. But again, and then Baina played a very perfect through ball to Lookman, and Lookman made a very good run as well. The way he beats the offside trap of Real Betis, 1v1 with the keeper, he should have scored that one, but it's okay. It's okay. Never mind. We move on, which was I think it was with Barrios or it was Baina,
What?
Yes. For the third
where
goal?
Lookman no, where Lookman went 1v1 with the keeper.
No, it was
I
Baena.
think it was
No, that was Bayern. That was
Barrios.
Bayern.
That was
No, that was
Barrios
Bayern.
again. Yeah, that was Barrios. Yeah, that was again a perfect. There was
The
Baina
first
as well.
first chance there was 1v1 with the keeper. That was Bayern. The second one
Yeah,
was the second one was
to Griezmann. Yes, I remember now.
yeah.
To Griezmann. Yeah. But anyway, so then we had the free kick again with David Hancko, aiming for David Hancko. David Hancko playing it back in the box again. Lookman. I was like, I was really thinking that like we should tell Nigerians to pray for this club. Like really, like something is wrong. At that point, I was like, something is wrong with this club. Someone has done some witchcraft in this club. There's no way Lukman is missing these kind of chances. But luckily, again, the third time's a charm, like people say. So it happened. Before that, again, that pupil slip happened, and with David Hanshko saved us from Jimmy Avia. And then after that, BTs were threatening us a little bit, but like they didn't really do much. I think it was just the Anthony shot that came, and then it was again what a perfect goal for the second one. I would say the best goal I've seen this season so far. The second goal of Atleti. It was from Baina to Ruggieri to Lookman to Ruggieri to Giuliano, and a perfect goal. This was the exact goal that should have been converted in the Espanyol game as well. Something similar. What do you guys think of the second goal?
Perfect. I think it set off the events that happened afterwards. It was perfect. Nothing else to say.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. My favorite kinds of goal are those that a player attacks the half spaces or the areas around the box from there, and it's a cutback. So I loved it.
Sure. I mean, like this was like I said, one of the best goals we've scored this season. Now the third goal, again, that was a perfect counter. Again, we saw Griezmann at his best today as well. That back heel to Lookman to Barrios, and then Barrios again back to Lookman, which I thought like he lost the chance when like when he drops a defender, he didn't shoot, and then he took on an extra touch. I thought we lost the chance, but again, what a finish by Lookman for the third goal. It kind of reminded me of Thiago Almada against Barcelona.
Exactly the thing I
Similar
was
kind of
about to
situation.
say. Exactly
The
the same.
similar kind of situation. Thiago Almada misses it, Lookman scored it. So again, just look at the difference, guys. Massive difference. But yeah, thoughts on the third goal?
I think that's the as a ceiling raiser kind of goal. This is the kind of player that you pay the money for, and it already looks like it makes sense. If it continues like this until the end of the season, there's nothing to complain about. You actually have to look at Atalanta and be like, I feel kind of bad. We should have paid you more money, but
Sure. I
They
mean, give them the five. It's 35 plus five, right? Give them that five. Come on.
they
You
they
can't be
they
generous.
they, they won today as well against Juventus in, I think it's the Coppa d'Italia. I think
Coppa
it was two
Italia.
0 Coppa Italia.
2-0,
Sorry,
I
I
think it
was thinking
was.
of the Coupe de France, and my brain just like hardwired
Okay.
off somewhere in between. Um,
He's
but yeah,
guys
they
is
won today as
thinking
well.
too much about Endrick. He's thinking too much about Endrick.
No, it was
Someone just take
Strasbourg. It
his
was
name out.
Strasbourg, Monaco. I was thinking of my
Okay.
friend. My friend is already a big Strasbourg fan, but
Okay.
that's the same situation. I think they worked out fine. Raspadori had a really good game for them at Atalanta. So hey, if it works out for both of us, we'll see what happens in the summer.
Fair
You
enough.
feel
Fair
me?
enough. I mean, guys, just look at the heat map of Alex Pina, by the way. Just perfect. Like almost taking
Exactly
the
where
left
he
hand
wants to
side,
be.
almost the left hand side as well, and taking up the space. Taking the ball from deep and then just creating chances for us. Perfect. Perfect.
Ooh, I want to mention one thing about Bayern really quickly. Bayern had a very interesting, I think around 10, 20 minutes, somewhere in between there. Bayern shifted into Ruggeri's position in the build-up. I thought it very
Mm.
interesting. So Hancko was, instead of passing to Ruggeri and then Bayern or whatever, Bayern was in Ruggeri's position and Ruggeri was in his position. And the build-up happened really quickly afterwards. So Ruggeri was in the midfield, like inverted, and Bayern at times would either switch the play or would come inside and all these other things. And what happened as a result was like Betis could not press through the build up on the left hand side, and it was just an instant trigger into a counter attack almost. Really, really good stuff. So I feel like a really underrated performance from Bayern, even though I think he has gotten a lot of accolades, but he was really good front to back.
He was. I mean, like I said, the left hand side was working perfectly. Like we used to be a limp with just like one leg going forward, like especially on the right hand side. That's it. Now like we are like walking on both of our legs, and left hand side being much more better, to be honest, today. And again, with Lookman coming, like it again, like it improved the Ruggeri's game as well. Yeah, this is me saying like yes, Ruggeri had a very good game today. And I really want to say this: if you wanna, today, go to any club, bro. Enjoy it. Have your day. Enjoy it. Go party until 6, 7 o'clock. Who cares? No one cares. You deserve it.
Go to the Opium Club in Madrid, which
Go.
is a terrible name, by the way. Terrible name. But, but yeah.
But anyway, thoughts on the first half, guys. That was just my take. Also, the third goal, and then yeah, I think the referee just gave 3 minutes of added time, and that's it. So yeah, just brief thoughts on the first half, and then we'll move forward.
Yeah,
Top to
it was
front.
perfect. Perfect first half. We don't have much to add. I mean, we said it all. It was literally perfect first half. We dominated them. We didn't only attack in transitions like sometimes we used to do. We literally dominated them, and everyone was playing like perfect. Hancko was dribbling players. Pubil was finding ways to escape the press. Koke was amazing. Just overall perfect first half. Probably the best we've played in a lot of years. I don't know, 2 years maybe. I can't remember really, but I
I
was
think,
very happy.
I think this is the fact that we played well and then we also had a good defensive level. Because I think in the 22-23 or was it 23-24, somewhere in between those two seasons, we had good attacking football, but we'd almost always concede at least one goal or maybe two goals in these games. So we'd score like 3 or 4 goals, and you'd
Yep.
see 4-2 or 3-1 or whatever it was. No, a 5-0 is a convincing. I am like Atletico. This is as good as Atletico could be. You know what I mean? Without Julian and without we call it Cardoso in our lineup. So it could get even better, hopefully. You know?
Yep.
But as I was like saying about the our left hand side, again, just look how everything like fits perfectly. Baina like literally on the center of midfield, almost there, and then Lookman just like near to the box, as again playing on the left hand side as well. Look at the Ruggeri's position. The most of the red where you see is in Betis half, by the way, not in our own half, where I think maybe that's why Ruggeri excelled today. But anyway, the second half, I think it was good start by Real Betis because again they were 3-0 down. I think they needed a reaction, so that's why they just went on with the that enormous second half. I would say for the first 5 minutes or something where they were attacking us, but nothing really came out because again our defense was very very good. And then that scare happened of Barrios, grabbing his hamstring, which I thought like yeah he's gone. He's gone. Like now I don't know like for how long he's gone, but he's definitely gone at least for a month for sure.
I hope it's not a full tear because a full tear means out of the season. But I think a month, 2 weeks to a month is probably the most realistic.
It looked tough.
It looked bad.
Like I don't know why we Atleti fans can't really have a single good happy day where everything is just perfect. Something has to go wrong. Something has to go wrong.
That's
I'm
like
telling you guys. I'm telling someone has done a witchcraft on us. I'm telling you guys. But anyway, moving on to that, I think again we'll talk about Rodrigo Mendoza. But moving on again, then Lookman, another counter attack where again perfectly he holds the ball and then plays perfectly to Griezmann, which I think again Adrian messes it up because the shot was very much straight. But still, Griezmann scores, which I think maybe any other keeper could have saved it. But again,
Yeah.
4-0, perfect. Griezmann with his new celebration. What do you guys make of it?
I have no idea what that's about. I think that was is that I don't know if that's One Piece or if it's like an NFL celebration or something. I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention to the celebration. I didn't see it.
Oh really? He did like he had his fist down. I think it looked like something from like One Piece. Or
Okay,
like,
replicate it, Sankix.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do a full anything. I can't. Not prepared. I'll show you after the episode. I'll show you.
Anyway, guys, moving on. I think then Real Betis had like one chance after the fourth goal, which was again from Anthony, where like he tried to like square the pass, and then again the Hancko was there. So the Hancko had a very perfect game.
Jimenez was a bit shaky at the start. He missed some passes, but then
he wasn't warmed up for P. He wasn't warmed up. Like I didn't. See,
yeah.
He missed,
again,
he missed,
all of a
he missed
sudden,
two passes in those first two sequences that you talked about, right? And then you look at his stats, and it's like those are the only two passes he missed the entire game, and he lost like no duels after that too. Very very funny player.
But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Then the subs. I think now we can talk about the subs. Rodrigo Mendoza coming on for. Wait, who was it? Lorente? I think it was three subs.
Yes.
Yeah, it was three subs. Almada, and then it was Rodrigo Mendoza, and then it was Molina. And
because
again, surprisingly, Molina had a very good game as well. Like he didn't put a foot wrong. He was playing very good. There were some moves where Molina had like very good moves.
he was playing one-touch passes, really accurate, and I was like, "What was this?" No, but when Jimenez entered, Pubil moved to right back and Llorente to midfield. So Mendoza entered for Llorente.
Yeah,
I was playing as the right-sided 8.
Almost had an assist as well with his first touch, with the back heel first touch.
Yeah, very funny guy.
I mean, I would say he was perfect, to be honest. I think he had that confidence to ask for the ball. And again, I really want to point this out. With Gallagher, when he gets the ball, he always plays it safe. He's going to pass it back. With Rodrigo Mendoza, takes the ball. If he sees a good pass, plays it. And again, towards the goal of Real Betis, or if he sees the space, he carries the ball. He has that confidence to carry the ball as well. So again, some Barca fans were again, I really want to point this out. They were, mocking us. That Petri said, like, like he's the guy who resembles me. Like we scammed Atleti of getting a player who just started like 10, 12 games for Elche this season. But again, Rodrigo Mendoza is a different kind of player. And with Barris injured, I think like there's the responsibility drops to Rodrigo Mendoza, and I think he will play. He will definitely perform for us.
He's if you look at a lot of the players who go through the Spanish under like 20, under 18, under 23 ranks. Some really good players throughout that thing, and Mendoza is another one of those players. I think Turientes is another one who I kind of liked from Real Sociedad, but he's had mixed time in Real Sociedad over the past 2 years. So I feel like almost everybody who's ever gotten into the under 20 ranks usually ended up really good. It's a bit strange to hate on a player who would be, I think, almost fast tracked to getting towards the Spanish national team, because almost everybody goes through those ranks has a chance to go to the Spanish national team. So we'll see.
For sure, for sure. But like, I really liked what I saw. I really liked what I saw from Rodrigo Mendoza. I think he can be the perfect player to pair up with Paulo Barrios. And I'm saying it like I haven't seen the defensive side yet, but I think he can be the perfect player to pair up with Paulo Barrios going forward to the season. I hope again if Paulo Barrios comes back soon.
Barrios DM sleep shifts again. Oh no.
But anyway, moving on, and then thoughts about Obed Vargas. I think like when he came on, we kind of played him out of position. Like then we started playing like a 5-4-1, like literally just like defended. That's it. We started playing like a 5-4-1, and then there was just one moment where Thiago Almada went on a break, and then he played it to Griezmann. Griezmann again, like I think he shot straight to the goalkeeper. This time Adrian saves it, but the rebound comes in way of Thiago Almada, and he has scored similar goals, like 3-4 goals, all similar.
Like
Kind
a
of,
crash,
right?
like a late run into the box, like get a little rebound goal
Yeah,
or cutback or
yeah,
something.
yeah, almost similar goals. But I'm happy for Thiago Almada as well. I think this is a system which fits Thiago Almada as well. To come on in the second half, which I don't mind at all. In the second half, you don't lose the control. This is what was happening with Atleti. Now we have players in midfield where, for example, Rodrigo Mendoza, like we didn't lose the control of the game. But now again, unfortunately, two of our midfielders are out, Johnny Cardoso and Paulo Barrios. Again, back to the same problem. But Obed
Probably
Vargas,
gonna start this weekend, to be honest with you. There.
Rodrigo Mendoza will definitely start. But again, Obed Vargas, I would say this is his opportunity to shine, because now we need someone to come from the bench, and now Obed Vargas has his chances. And unless and until if
Wanna
Diego Simeone is impressed by black players, maybe Taufik might get a chance as well.
talk that talk.
Because
But I want to hear Fran's opinion on Mendoza. I want to hear his breakdown on the team.
Mendoza, I loved. Every time he received the ball, he did good stuff. Never lost it. Looked always secure, and he tried some passes into the Betis block that were amazing. And having the confidence to, in one of your first touches, to receive the ball and create a back heel chance, that was amazing. But I love Rodrigo Mendoza, and yeah, I want to see a lot of him. Obed Vargas, I didn't think he was really played out of position. I mean, yes, he isn't a right midfielder where he was sort of playing, but when he received the ball, he was moving a bit inside and had a lot of space to carry the ball, which is sort of what he likes doing. And he also played very well. But Rodrigo Mendoza, I am in this past, I loved him at Elche, but ever since we signed him, I have been watching a lot of him, and I'm in love with him. He's going to be my new. He's my Sankix Taufik from now on. I've declared it.
But yeah. I mean, it was. I remember there was a moment where he kind of dribbled into like 2 or 3 players from Betis and got away with the ball and then passed it out as well. Really nice stuff, man.
Yeah, good confidence to do all those things in his debut.
Yeah, like that was in the corner as well. Like he had like 2-3 players around him, and that was the Real Betis corner. Like he dealt with that pressure very good. And
everything he did, what didn't look forced at all. Like everything was very tidy, very elegant, and that's what we said about him in the transfer talk. That he's a very Spanish midfielder. Very tidy. Everything he does looks very nice. So we have a future midfielder of the Spanish national team and a future center back of the national team. So we're blessed.
No,
True,
it's
but
just
like,
more.
yeah,
There's
the thing I want
more.
to say about the thing I want to say about Obed Vargas is I think we were playing kind of like this, if I'm not wrong. I mean, you guys can correct me for sure. We were playing kind of like this with Koke, Mendoza over here, Vargas was over here alongside Nahuel Molina. So when we were defending, more
Mm.
like a five if I like
Yeah, no, it
put
was pretty
Molina over
much
here
that.
as well.
I agree.
So again, for me, this is not the Vargas' right position. Come on, guys.
We have. Oh wow, this is kind of annoying, but we have really improved in terms of the lineup game. Huh? It's just getting better. It's just getting.
I,
Look at
I,
his production.
I don't know if that's clearly not Vargas's position, but
Mhm.
those are sort of Vargas's areas of influence. You know, when he had the ball, he was moving a bit inside, not staying wide. Molina was a bit wider, so I mean that's where he'll probably make an impact for us.
Maybe, but I mean, this looks like a Christmas tree to me. But I mean, it is what it is. Like this is how we play. But
Like thinking about the amount of players we have for the left side, you know, Almada, Lookman, Baena, it isn't bad to see Obed in those spaces.
but where would you fit him? Where would you fit him? That's my question is because that's not the right position of Obed Vargas for sure.
It can
For
be.
me, yeah, it can be, but for me, probably if we see more of this 4-3-3, we have the spots fit themselves. You know, Coca Johnny as the 6, Barrios and Mendoza as the 8, and Baena and Obed more advanced. Obviously, they do different stuff. You know, Baena is more of the creator. Obed will be more of a box crusher. But for me, the places are set. They fit like a
August,
glove.
I'm here with the lineup. I didn't realize is Oblak. Come on, like how can we like ignore the keeper right now? But anyway, just
Great game by Musso as well.
Yeah, Musa play well.
but yeah. Anyway, but what I'm saying is like Obed Vargas will get his chance now, since Paris and Cardos is out, and I think he will get his chance in place of Koke in the second half, maybe, or maybe in place of Rodrigo Mendoza.
It's not
Or
impossible seeing
maybe
Kobe.
Simeone can play Alex Baena as well in that position. Let's see how
No,
it goes.
but the best thing about this is that there are options. You know, we're saying this
Yeah,
could happen, but this could happen, and maybe Koke can get out. So that's something we didn't have all season.
I think it's really unfortunate because I look at this game and I look at this lineup and stuff,
No,
and I
Fran.
think
We had options. We had options. We didn't have quality
Not for
options.
midfield.
this is what I
We
mean,
had
right? We have that
quality
now,
options. We
but
have
and
quality options.
we use Gallagher money for it too, right? But I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, this would have been a great game for Gallagher, where we have the midfield completely covered. He can play in these roles where he's a little further forward. He has less responsibility, and he can just kind of run at people. You know, puts in a nice little cross or whatever it is that he needs to do. Take it at the end, crash the box. This is the kind of game that you would make sense. That goal that
The only place where I see Gallagher getting into this is the position of Obed Vargas. That's it.
yeah, that's literally his.
Yeah.
That's why he killed it at Crystal Palace. That's his best position.
Yeah, but again, like I mean, like I'm counting on Obed Vargas. I don't know. Like, did you guys see the interview of Obed Vargas when he was presented? He got emotional when the journalist asked him about like his life journey. The guy
Yeah,
got emotional talking about like
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
he's in Alaska, man. Like you
but
never
still,
expected
like
me.
like he seriously like takes that Coraje Corazon thing, like literally seriously. And even after the end of the match, like I saw him, when Atleti was celebrating, he was praying that like he made that debut for
Yeah,
Atleti.
immediately. Very nice stuff, man.
True. So I mean, Obed Vargas, like again, I really, really hope like he excels at Atleti. I really, really hope because the guy has a proper Atleti heart. So I really, really hope he makes it, big in Atletico de Madrid. But anyway, guys, I think that's it for the second half. Anything you guys want to add, and then we'll go to the ratings.
No, I think this is the ratings time.
No, yeah, ratings time.
Yeah.
Which will be very high.
There's almost nobody who's up at worst below a 7. Almost everybody's like 8 and above for me.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Okay. False alarm. By the way, I just wanna say what happened in the interview as well. There were a few things by
You baited
Simeone.
us.
Wait, what?
that was
You
us.
gated us.
You baited us. We thought we were going to the.
Yeah, I'll just give you guys. Just give me 5 minutes. Okay, from Ademola Lookman, what did he say after the game? So he said, "I have to keep training and improving." Okay, like if he improves from this as well, the world needs to get ready. I'm dropping that, reel again. If Lookman ends up at Atletico Madrid, not even Barca, not even Liverpool, blah blah blah. But anyway, he said more. He said, "My adaptation, it's been very easy. Thanks to my teammates, everyone gave me a great welcome. I'm happy." So this is something where I really feel good about Atletico de Madrid. Like, we treat everyone who's part of Atletico de Madrid as a family, which is the best part of Atletico de Madrid. And again, I know people keep saying like we're a racist club, blah blah blah, but again, they don't really know what Atletico de Madrid is about. But anyway,
It's there.
Anyway, we move on. What else he said? He said, "I'm very happy, very proud of my debut, especially because of the team's performance." So good, being the team guy. What Diego Simeone said, Ademola Lookman, he's a grown man. He's 28 years old. He came to help us, and we hope to help him too, so he can keep growing. He has qualities that are different and from the players we already have, and that will make us better. And then Diego Simeone, what did he said about Rodrigo Mendoza starting? He said he's just getting started. We spoke to him today and told him that here age doesn't matter, which we were discussing, by the way. Those with talent and work ethic play, whether they are 35 or 20, we're all happy. Just a quick
Blatant
thought
lie.
on this
Blatant
one.
lie. Blatant
Yeah.
lie.
To be fair, that he said whether they are 35 or 20. So maybe he means like you play
Okay.
if you're in between those ages. If you are younger, like 18, 17, like Taufik, no.
What did he say about Julian Alvarez? He said Julian Alvarez not playing. He had a bad night and a difficult morning. He came. He wanted to be there, but we understood that it wasn't good to play him. Well, I hope he's available for Real Betis game, which is again next in La Liga at home as well. And maybe we'll see a different Julian Alvarez as well, since we'll see everyone playing different. And I hope is that case as well. What did Antoine Griezmann said? So he said, Ademola Lookman with a team, a dressing room, a club, and a fan base that make things very easy. Everyone who arrive is welcome from the very first second. Let's enjoy the newcomers and let them give us joy like tonight. So again, a very warm welcome from the manager and the team. Now we can go about the ratings. So let's go. Who wants to go first? Juan Muso.
Yeah.
7.5.
When he was
called
was
into
solid.
when he was called into action, he did well. But didn't have too much to do, in my opinion.
I wanted to give him a 8, but just because of that one miss pass he played to Koke, took it very easy.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7. Okay, next one, Lorente.
Probably an 8.
Yeah, 8.
8. Yeah,
No,
probably
8, 7.5, no. 8.
8, I agree. Makubil. 7.5.
I'm gonna give 7.5 because of those
7.5.
mistakes that he made.
Those 2 mistakes.
I was going to say 7, but okay, 7.5.
Nah, because what he did well, he did really well. But the mistakes, let's not ignore that. You feel me?
Now,
David Hancko, for me, he was the man of the match.
10.
9.5.
Yeah, man of the match.
9.5.
I was also going to say 9.5.
10.
Okay, interesting. Ruggeri for me 8.5. Had a good game. Assist, had a good game as well. 8.5.
Nothing to complain about with that.
No.
Okay. Next, Giuliano. Scored the goal, was good. 8.
Yeah. To be fair, for me, his rating goes up a lot due to the goal. But
that's kind of true. But 8, yeah. Next, Paulo Barrios. Unfortunately, he was subbed off in the starting of the second half, but I think he had a very good game. I would another 8 for the time he was on the pitch.
8.5.
Yeah, for me, he was amazing. 8.5, I would say as well.
If it wasn't for the time that he was off, it probably would have ended with like a 9 or a 10, to be honest with you. That was a really good game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Koke. Okay, I'll give him, I would say, 8 as well.
8 for the
I'll
assist, but there were moments. It was easy, not easy, but there were moments where Betis pressed Koke and he just couldn't handle it. I feel like this is another thing where it's like, so long as we surround Koke with young players, he can play at his best, like we were talking about before with like Vargas and Mendoza and these other things. But if not, still is that liability aspect is still there. But great game regardless. Really good passing, got an assist.
You know, we know he has some problems with a lot of press, but considering his problems, this was a very good game under pressure for me.
Mhm.
I mean, he could have done better, of course, but for me, 8 is pretty good.
All right, Alex Baena, 8.5.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, 8.5 is perfect.
Great build up, great off the ball, a lot of chances that were created either directly or indirectly.
Griezmann, another 8.5 for me.
You're not gonna hear me complaining. You feel me?
Yeah, 8.5. Yeah.
Okay, Lookman, 9.5.
The
10.
thing is, the thing is, for me, Hancko was a bit better. So maybe move Hancko to
Actually,
10
no.
and Lookman to 9.5.
Maybe 9.5 just because of the two big chances missed. I'll do it for that.
We just taking 0.5 for the 2 chances missed. Okay, all right.
9.5.
To be fair, he was so good in everything that it's hard for me to even say that, because I feel like even being in position to get those big chances missed is already a good sign to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like everyone talks about chances missed, but for me, that's good. Like he was active, he was moving, he was getting those chances. Like the runs in behind, like he missed a couple of 1v1s, but which other player does that in the team? So for me, chances missed are not necessarily the worst thing.
Yeah, I mean that has been the problem throughout the season. What are you talking about? But okay. Anyway,
Nah, I think our problem, especially in the last 2 months, has not been big chances missed. Was we didn't create anything. Are you all hearing
no,
that, by
like
the way?
no, like we didn't create
that
we
come
didn't create much. We didn't create much. Like, whatever we created were missed as well.
There are two types of chances missed. The chances missed that you see from Sorloth against Real Madrid, those like absolute sitters. And then there was the chances missed that we saw from Lookman today. I think those two are very different.
Mhm.
But anyway, it's just opinion.
I mean, one was a tap in, but okay, fine. You know, it's
No,
happy
no, no.
vibes. Happy vibes.
No.
Let's go
Like the
ahead.
1v1 against the keeper is
No,
is
I'm not.
still good to do.
No, I'm not talking about the one you won. I'm talking about the
You're
tap
talking
in.
about when he cut back into him.
Yeah,
It's
the second
still
one.
he made a mess. He had a lot more time to do it than he did. Whatever. But it's like there were like 3 chances against Real Madrid in the Super Copa where it's like, come on, Sola, we need you.
No,
But
yeah,
that's not the point. That's not it. Let's move on.
Subs.
Subs.
subs. Jose Jimenez 7.
Yeah, 7.5, somewhere around there. I think he was really good
7.5.
outside of those first 2.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was great. Like he
7.5.
missed those 2 passes and
Okay, I
immediately
heard.
covered for the exact same mistake and then never made a mistake after that throughout the entire
No,
game.
I thought Fani is like 9.5. I'm like, what?
No, I said
Oh no,
7.5.
he said 7.5. Whoa.
Okay, Molina for me 7. Again, he had a
Yeah.
good game. Good game.
Almada had a
Almada, I think again, somewhere he was lacking in the first 5 minutes or so, but then yeah, I think he can play in that position for sure. But for me, I would say 7.5 as well for Thiago Almada.
I think
He scored the
7.5.
goal. He scored the
No,
goal
8.
as well.
no, because he scored.
Yeah, he scored the
You can't
goal.
take it away
Fine,
from him.
8. Scored the goal. Fine. Scored the goal. 8. Fine. Rodrigo Mendoza, for me, he was very good. He kept control of the game. Like we never lost control of the game after Barrios. So I think for me,
7.5.
7.5.
7.5. Yeah. Obed Vargas, I think again he couldn't do much. Again because he was still playing out of position as well. But I'm happy for the kid. Got his
7
minute.
for the vibes. You feel me? for the
7 for the
vibes.
vibes, like he was 7 for the vibes. True. I mean, like again, like
Yeah,
he came like when we were just defending, so I can't
He
really
was
blame him.
about to. He was about. There was one moment where he was about to break, and then Natan hit him a tackle, right? And Sotogrado, as per usual, told him to get up, even though we also got a foul. And I'm just like, well, if it's
Yeah,
a foul,
because
and
no,
he's
like
about
I
to break,
can't I can't blame Sotograto in this one because again, look, you win the game 5-0. Like you don't want to make a mess of a game by sending off a player, which gonna affect him
but it's the
in the
right thing
upcoming.
to do. I don't. It's not. It, to me,
It's not gonna do it.
you're
It's not
adding a
gonna do it.
whole. What is the difference here? We're 5-0
The
up.
diff- the
What
difference
is the
is Betis
difference
is
between
out.
10 men
Betis
Betis and 11
Betis
men
is
Betis?
out. They're losing 5-0. Betis is out. He doesn't want
no,
to
That's my
make a
point.
mess of a
Just
game.
give him the card. It's not going to change
He
anything.
he he doesn't want to make a mess of a game, so he keeps him out.
No.
That's so that
He
the
has
game
a
finishes with
history. He has
11
a
men.
history with us doing this, right? I remember the Real Sociedad, the 1-1, disallowed a João Felix goal for a handball, but somehow Siddiq right onto his bicep into the goal, right? Gives two different yellow cards to Mikel Moreno, stays on the pitch, like stops a counter attack for a ball for a foul that we were supposed to get advantage. He's a terrible, terrible referee for us.
wait, well, okay, wait. I
Right.
agree with the 2 points. With the 2 points, like yes, he's a terrible referee, but I agree also with Alex that maybe you have to think about game states before making these decisions. Like it makes no sense to red card him. The game was already done, decided.
To me, I think if you're on a break and you're the last defender, especially if you're on a yellow card and you make a foul like that, you don't give the referee a lot of choices, and you're supposed to get your second yellow or a direct red. I don't think it was
It
a direct
wasn't
red.
it
It was
wasn't that
definitely
Oh,
bad of a
second yellow.
tackle, by the way. Like he
Wait,
just
wait,
put
wait,
him.
wait. When he did that, he already had a yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a yellow. Yeah.
Oh no. Then he should have been.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You already
I
made
thought-
a stupid tackle before. I was like, you have to come off. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought we were talking about straight red. No, okay. I thought
No.
he got the
No.
yellow card in that situation.
No, but for me again, I would say like again, it's all gonna happen. Sometimes referee becomes lenient in this position because I remember like in Premier League when Man United was playing against Liverpool, Liverpool was battering Man United, and then I think it was
It was
the
Ronaldo.
youngster. No, it was the youngster who with the afro hair. What was his name? I forgot.
The
Wait,
youngster with
which
Afro.
team? Which team?
Man United. Never mind. He was a youngster.
Hannibal Meshri.
Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal. Right, there you go. So yeah, so like he went in hard to a Liverpool player, and then the referee was like, look, I don't want to send you off. You're making your debut. The game is already over, so like just
Calm down.
enjoy your minutes. Calm down, enjoy your minutes. So yeah,
Okay.
so sometimes referee they do make a game like that. So I can't really blame Sotogrado in
Fair
this one.
enough.
And for me, Sotogrado then this game he wasn't that bad. Sotogrado, I can't blame him. I think for me, this game, Fotogrado was fine. Can't really say much about him. But anyway, that was the ratings, guys. And how much would you rate Simeone to for this? I mean, it's the same
Oh.
players, same formation, different
Everything
outcome.
correct. Everything correct. The
Yeah.
subs were correct. Everything correct.
It's the same formation, the same players, but they were playing in different roles, in different places where they were comfortable. The subs were great. The plan was great. And
And I
Betis,
didn't get to see Nico Gonzalez.
yeah,
10 out of 10.
and
I've never seen Cholo so relaxed on the touchline.
it was funny because after every goal he was like he turned around and sort of sighed, like he wasn't celebrating. He was like,
That's what I'm saying.
Like a
I've
sigh
never
of
seen him
relief.
so relaxed. Never seen him so relaxed. But anyway, again, guys, it's a very, very long review as well. And I hope you guys enjoy this review. And again, you guys can listen to this review on Spotify as well. Since I keep mentioning, I mean, like Saint Geeks is handsome, like we all know it. But again, since you're
Yeah.
jealous of it, like you guys can listen to it on Spotify. Anyway, Saint Keys might drop another video sharing his, skincare routine and everything. Where you guys can see how it will become like.
All right, bro.
But anyway, until then, I hope every Atleti fans enjoy this win, and we should as well. But the next focus should be again is Real Betis on the weekend, and we'll see you guys soon for the preview of that game, which I don't think would be that long, but maybe if things come out, especially the build-up from the Baris injury,
Yep.
we'll discuss that for sure. And until then, Atleti, like and subscribe as usual, and we'll see you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.